Hi everyone, welcome to Vivid Botany. We have here a question regarding different statements to find out the correct statement among the four. The first is that fusion of two cells is called as karyogamy. So, karyo means nucleus. We have seen karyotheca, karyokinesis, karyophase, karyogamy, like that. So, karyogamy is union or fusion of nuclei, generally one, generally two or more than two, that is called as karyogamy. So here he is saying two cells. Remember, cells include cytoplasm plus nucleus. Cytoplasm plus nucleus. So when two cells are being fused, it can't be called as just karyogamy, because they are fusing here nuclei along with cytoplasm. So it's not karyogamy. This is wrong. Second, you see fusion of protoplasm between two motile or non-motile gametes is called plasmogamy. The main emphasis here is that fusion of protoplasm between two gametes, they may be motile or they may be non-motile. It is called as plasmogamy. Direct NCERT lines are taken here from textbook. So this is applicable to the fungi actually. In fungi, what happens? Two cells come together. Let me tell you, this is two cells come together. Two hyphae we call them as, fungal filament is called as hyphae. This is one nucleus, this is one nucleus. These are the septa. Let us suppose this is positive state, this is plus state, this is minus state. When they come together, when they are fused with each other, only plasmogamy takes place. That is, karyogamy does not take place. Two nuclei remain separate as plus and minus. So here karyogamy is delayed. Karyogamy is delayed. Only plasmogamy takes place. So as a result, what happens here? Dikaryotic mycelium is formed. This is especially seen in higher fungi like Ascomycetes and Basidiomycetes. Dikaryotic mycelium is formed due to delayed karyogamy. So this dikaryotic mycelium will develop into the secondary mycelium, that will develop into the fruiting body. In the fruiting body again, the karyogamy and RD takes place. In Basidia of Basidiomycetes, Ascus of Ascomycetes, and thereafter Basidiospores, Ascospores are formed as a result of the reduction division. So this statement is correct, but contextually we take it as only the cytoplasmic fusion, because karyogamy is delayed thereafter. And organisms that depend on living plants are called as saprophyte. This is wrong. Why it is wrong? Because the organisms that take food, that depend on living beings, are called as parasites generally. Parasites, or you can call even symbionts also. So saprophytes are those which grow on dead and decaying organic material. So saprophytes depend, they get food on dead and decaying organic matter. They are called as saprophytes. We can give lots of examples, like majority of the fungi, Deuteromycetes fungi, some of the Phycomycetes, some of the Basidiomycetes. Like we have mushrooms. Mushrooms are the best example of saprophytes. Bacillus is best example for saprophyte. Even bread mold, pin mold, what we call the Rhizopus, mucor, agaricus, that is mushrooms, all that come under the saprophytes that grow on dead and decaying organic material. They show extracellular digestion. They are called as natural scavengers because they are held up in mineral recycling. They convert the organic debris into the humus, and humus will further convert into minerals. It's a mineralization process, the recycling process. So the third statement, they depend on living plants, is wrong. That is, they are not saprophytes. And fourth statement, some of the organisms can fix atmospheric nitrogen in specialized cells called as sheath cells. This is wrong. They are not sheath cells, but they are called as heterocysts. Heterocysts. Heterocysts are specialized cells. They are found in especially the blue-green algae, like we have Nostoc, Anabaena. Both are blue-green algae, cyanobacteria. They fix atmospheric nitrogen by specialized cells called as heterocysts. Heterocysts. So these heterocysts are thick-walled cells, unlike the other cells, and there is one blue-green algae, the Acetoria, that fixes atmospheric nitrogen without heterocyst, that is called as non-heterocystous blue-green algae. So they are not sheath cells. Sheath cells are actually bundy-sheath cells he mentioned here. Bundy-sheath cells are present in C4 plant. C4 leaves around the vascular bundle, in which the C3 cycle takes place and the exos formation takes place in bundy-sheath cells. So this type of question we are seeing for the first time in NEET, where different aspects are questioned here. If you see karyogamy, the diffusion of two cells, this is wrong. It is taken from sexual reproduction. Fusion of protoplasm between two motile non-motile gametes, it is correct. It is taken from biological classification. Organisms that depend on living plants are called saprophytes. It is general question. It's not. It's been taken from fundamentals of biology. And some of the organisms can fix atmospheric nitrogen. This is taken from blue-green algae, that is biological classification. So multiple concepts are asked here. Though it appears to be very simple, it's very difficult. But the answer that we are seeing, second statement, it is exact lines of NCERT. Fusion of protoplasm between two motile or non-motile gametes is called as plasmogamy. So while setting the question paper, you should have written this statement first, and remaining things are written, these wrong statements are written later, because you see the first statement, fusion of two cells is called karyogamy. No, fusion of two nuclei is called karyogamy. And a cell comprises not only nuclei but also cytoplasm. So fusion of cytoplasm and a nucleus is not karyogamy. So that is wrong. Third statement, living plants. Any organism that is dependent on a living being is not saprophyte. Saprophytes definitely they grow on dead and decaying organic matter. So that's not, this question is very general. The statement is very general. It is taken also wrong. And fourth statement, in view of heterocysts are replaced by here sheath cells. Actually, nitrogen fixation takes place in heterocysts. So those heterocysts are replaced by sheath cells, and testing our knowledge whether we keep it, identify it right or wrong. So here this question, multiple concept based question, one should be very vigilant while solving this type of question. And second statement is taken in view of fungi. So I think my explanation is very well. It's a complete basic question it is, and hope you have understood it very well. And don't forget to subscribe my channel. We are discussing from Vivid Botany. So thank you very much. We will see the next question. Thank you.